everybody? Aren't they up yet?
No, we left for work nearly an hour ago. I wouldn't be here, but I'm on late turn.
Fancy. What's the weather like?
Cold. The television said it's going to be colder. At least I think that's what he said. The sound went a bit funny. Wants to make some bacon?
Must be joking. This time in the morning.
I don't know how you keep your figure, you know, the amount of toast you eat.
Oh, I'm lucky. Always have been. Well, sometimes.
I think it's going to be cold enough to wear my boots today.
Nearly Christmas. I've got a feeling it's going to be one of the best Christmases ever. All of us together.
Ron's on an oil rig.
Oh, yes, well, apart from Ron, of course. I know what you're thinking, but I'll see Iris, I'm sure. Perhaps I ought to phone her.
No. You promised to let me sort things out, Rose. You'll only ever do it. You always do. And let's face it. It's going to take time, you know. If ever.
I know she'll come back. I can feel it. Yeah. It's going to be a marvellous family Christmas. All of us together. You'll see.
You're just fooling yourself, Rose, you know.
It's my natural mother's instinct. You don't understand.
I don't understand?
I didn't mean it like that. Only... Well, I'm very sensitive, Kath, and psychic. Always have been. You know that.
I know that you've simply no idea how Iris feels. No, you haven't. Don't forget, I went round there the other day and saw her. She's feeling very bitter towards you, Rose.
It's only because you don't know how to talk to her. If I could just get a little while with her.
You're living in one of your dream worlds again, Rose. You believe things are going to happen, don't you, just because you want them to happen. You were always the same when you were little, weren't you? You haven't changed, except get a bit worse, if anything.
This is different. Iris is my child. She doesn't really resent me. I love her and I'm sure...
Love? You've shown precious few signs of it. You haven't even treated her like your own child. No, open your eyes, Rose. You've treated her absolutely disgracefully. You walked out on her and you've ignored her for 13 years. No, I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry to say all these things, but you've just got to face the facts.
She's my daughter. She'll come back. She will.
Why should she?
You are terrible. Making me cry when I got my mascara on. You know it'll be all right. It will.
Perhaps it will.
Hello, Carole. Come on in. Can I take your coat?
Thanks.
Would you like to sit down?
Waited till Mr. Hunter had gone.
Why?
You know why. We're a bit like chalk and cheese, him and me.
You've both got tempers.
Yeah, well, you don't hang about.
That's why I asked you around to apologise.
Well, you didn't have to.
I wanted to.
You could have told me that on the phone.
Tell me, are you contentious for the sake of being contentious?
I don't know what you mean.
Contentious. You know, arguing. If I say night and you say day. I say yes, you say no.
Oh. I don't know why you want to apologise then if it's all my fault.
Well, we've still got things to talk about. And I didn't say it was your fault.
What things?
Why do you think I asked you to come around here?
To make sure I wouldn't do anything about your friend. About the murder he didn't do.
And why did you come then?
Because I wanted to apologise for losing my temper like that. You're right, I've a rotten temper. Everyone says I have. My dad says it's the worst in the family. Says it's wasted on a girl.
You enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose I do, really. I like stirring things up when they get a bit too quiet. But not about this Eddie Lee bloke. I wouldn't stir that up.
Would you like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or anything?
No, thanks.
You sure?
No, really.
Well, That's why I wanted you to come round, so that I could apologize for my temper.
Not to make sure that I wouldn't do anything.
What would you do with the information?
Tell the police.
You think I should have reported it?
You're making a big thing of this. You're playing games. I don't know why you told me. I didn't even want to know.
Trying to clear Eddie was really stupid. And it came near to ruining everything for me. At the time, afterwards, and even now. You see, Mr. Hunter is respectable and
Ultra-conservative.
Yes. He'd stand by me, but he'd really hate the publicity.
Don't worry, Mrs. Hunter. I wouldn't tell anyone anyway. I come from a big family. You learn to keep your mouth shut, otherwise they're all on you like a ton of bricks. I came because I thought, well, maybe you'd give me my job back. Because I need the work.
You've got it.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Mac's out testing it.
You've taken him off the Cortina.
Can wait.
For Mr. Almighty Lamont.
Yes, he's important.
If you let him be...
Sharon, if I say that he gets the treatment, he gets the treatment, okay? Right. I'm off to the inquest.
Yeah, Benny's waiting.
Waiting?
I said you'd take him.
Oh, I see.
Oh, come on. He's nervous. It's not too much to ask, is it?
Oh, no. I will hold his hand all the way. Just hope we won't be long. Benny?
Yeah?
It's time to go.
Yeah, no.
You going like that?
Yeah?
Dress optional.
Well, do you think I should go and change into my suit then?
You'll do fine, Benny. All they want to know is what you have to say, darling.
Ah, Mr. Lamont. Won't be long. Would you like coffee, anything like that?
Oh, that sounds very nice.
Sharon?
I'll ring through.
And I thought you were going to make it with your own fair hands.
Right, well, we're off. Cheerio.
Right.
Cafeteria, please.
Benny?
Yes, excuse me, please.
Well, he seems an obliging fella.
Oh, Mr. Chance is charming, dedicated, hard-working, tolerant, has all the qualities of a born leader and is going places.
So what's wrong with him?
His secretary lies. Hello, it's the garage here. Could you send over a tray of coffee and some biscuits for one of our very VIPs? Thank you. It's on its way, Mr. Lamont. Do sit down.
Tell me something. Are you really as tough as you make out?
No, Mr. Lamont, it's a front. Once seen through, I turn into jelly and gurgle down the nearest drain.
Ah, your keys, Mr. Lamont.
Oh, thank you. Find anything?
Oh, it's perfect.
Well, that's a very funny thing.
Hilarious. Matt, could you please get back on that gearbox? I've promised it for lunchtime.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it must be one of those iffy things, comes and goes, you know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for your trouble, yeah.
Oh, no.
Go on.
No, all I do was drive around the block.
Take it.
Thanks.
A Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Champagne all right?
Oh, yeah, that was great. Thank you very much. And a Merry Christmas to you and your lady wife.
Thank you, I'll pass it on. And that's another funny thing.
What's another funny thing?
Why is everybody nice to me except you?
See to that, will you, love?
Yeah, all right. Mr. Dobson.
Thought we might have a quiet word.
On my dinner break?
Well, we can't have it at the motel, can we? My lads gather in crowds.
Not round me, they don't. Scatter more like.
May I come in?
Oh, I suppose so.
I think something was up if we were seen talking.
And there isn't.
Well, you can't really blame them. One of their own out of work so long as they keep you on.
I'm better than George Waller, and you know it. So do they come to that.
That's not the point, as they see it.
You know, you're very sympathetic to their views, for a boss.
One of the good things a union can do, as I see it, is keep the lads in line, more or less.
And I got out of line and into competition. That's my offence, isn't it?
You work cheap, Banks. Too cheap. Well, the best thing is to put you out of your own misery. On the scale you work, you'll always be chasing rainbows, never on any kind of margin.
Now, what do you suggest I do after this job's finished, eh? I have enough trouble even keeping your temporary job. Do you want me permanently?
No. I'd like you permanently someplace else, though. I could even mention you to someone in Castlewyck, someone who'd take you on. Recommend your work. I'd do that honestly.
Well, nice to know I'm a big enough irritation for you to help to get me out. What is it that you are afraid of the competition, eh?
I thought I heard a man's voice.
Rose, this is Mr. Dobson. Mr. Dobson, this is Mrs. Scott, your wife's aunt.
I'm very pleased.
So you're Mr. Dobson.
Oh, Mr. Dobson.
Oh, compliment of the season, Mrs. Brownlow. I hope you don't mind. I've come for a chat with Kevin.
Oh, well, come on, Rose. Give me a hand in the kitchen. We'll leave the men in peace.
Or is it that they're out of control? Now you've egged them on. Can't bring them back to heel,
I have to take account of their wishes. I'm an enlightened employer.
Oh, very.
100 quid.
Well, what about it?
Well, that's what it's worth to me to avoid future trouble. That and the dole will carry you for a while if you take on some bits and pieces.
No.
Golden handshake. Or Christmas bonus. However you look at it, it's money for jam.
No.
Free and clear. Unearned income, so to speak. Very well, then.
See yourself out, can you?
Hello. Have you been raiding our wine cellar?
Oh, how sad it must be to have a nasty, suspicious mind.
It's very much more interesting there.
These are all paid for and entered in the book. No, David and I forgot to get any in town. Anyway, this is much better than our local methylated spirits dealer.
Is it David's choice or yours?
Mine. Well, now you're here, you can give me a hand.
With what?
Load this lot in the car.
Oh, thanks.
How did the inquest go, by the way?
It was a formality as far as I was concerned. The inspector gave evidence that the three lads had started the fire. All they wanted from me was to know whether Sam Hurst was staying at the motel.
Which he wasn't. Why did the coroner ask that?
And the point was that the fire was started before Sam went into the main block.
Didn't make much difference to him, poor chap.
It did to the three lads who started the fire.
Did they ask any more questions?
No, that was it. Then it was Benny's turn.
How did he get on?
Scared. I was really scared.
What on earth for?
The questions they do ask you. I mean, you know what I'm like. Sometimes I get some things the wrong way round, and I might have said something I didn't mean, and then they call you liar.
Did they say that?
Oh, no, they were ever so nice. Mind you, I don't think it were a proper court. You see, the man in charge didn't have the white wig on thing and all the people sitting round him, like they do on the telly. I kept calling him my lord, but he said there were no need, but he didn't mind none.
What did you have to tell him?
What, the man in charge? Oh, he were ever so nice. He said ever such a lot about Sam, how he were a famous painter, and how he only went in to save Mrs. Mortimer. Made me really proud, you know, that he were my friend.
Yeah, it's a pity it was all for nothing, though.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
Good evening.
Ah, good evening, Mrs. Lamont.
How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Hi. I have been trying to ring you, but I had no luck.
Well, I'm in and out all the time. You know how it is.
Yes, of course, a busy girl indeed. Well, I have finished packing up my Christmas presents, and as I was driving past from the library, I thought I would drop in on the off chance that you would be...
Excuse me, just a minute. Garage? Yeah, that's right. Oh, by 8 by 3, on trestles, yeah. Black and blue and white. No problem, lovely. Yeah, can you drop them in the morning? Yeah, who's an angel? Go on, you know you are. Bye-bye. A couple of tablecloths on offer. We got a bit of a dew on tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Well, chance to let their hair down, get merry and kissed and near missed. And call the boss all sorts of things you hope you'll be too drunk to remember. Oh, dear. Is it the same the whole world over, do you think?
Pretty well, I should imagine. Still, it'll put you in a good mood. For the rest of the evening.
Oh, that. No, I shall go easy. I've had my wild days.
Well, I know you are probably up to your eyes, but Reggie and I were wondering if you'd care to drop round and have a drink with us tomorrow evening.
Oh.
Early-ish,
Straight from here, if you like.
Well, the thing
or
is...
later, if you prefer. Do say you'll come.
I'd love to. Thank you very much.
Good. About 6:30 then.
Mm-hmm. Super.
Oh, and if there's anyone you'd like to bring with you?
No, I don't think so.
I meant from your party here. You never know, do you?
I'm afraid I do. Christmas follows sort of a pattern.
Oh, family? Friends?
Mm-mm. No, just me on my own.
Well, that can't be good.
No, I always go to the late night service in the cathedral, and I sit there and I listen, and I sing, and I think of everybody I might be with, but I'm not, and then I get tearful. And then I get joyous, and I always walk out as if I'm on air and think to myself, what a shame it's only once a year. Hopeless case, wouldn't you say?
Hopeless case? Not at all.
Oh, it's you.
Did the telly wake you?
No, I just couldn't sleep. I thought I'd come down and make myself a hot drink.
Come and have it in here with me.
No.
Oh, I'm not looking at it. The film's so old, the hero punches the villains instead of kung-fuing them in the face with his foot. Oh, come on, I don't bite unless there's a full moon. Switch that thing on. Your Kevin asleep?
Yeah. He's working very hard on the rebuilding.
He's a good lad. Not just good looking, but the proper stuff. How long have you been married now? 7 months, isn't it? Do you still love him just as much?
Yeah. More.
That's good, you loving each other like that. You're not like me. I like the bright lights, lots of company, all that sort of thing. I like men. Can't resist them. That's my trouble. Rotten devils. I can't imagine loving one man all my life. I need so much love. I don't think one man could have enough for me. I knew that when I got married, but... well, I'm married just the same. Funny old life.
Me? Well, I can see the shape of my life for the next, 30 years anyway, till a mum's age.
There are worse things. It must be marvellous having those sort of roots. Having one person to share every... You're going to be a wonderful mother, I can see that. Like Kath, not like
I'm
me.
not going to have any children.
Oh, don't talk silly, of course you are. Don't say you don't want any.
No, I wouldn't say...
Kevin? Oh, I wouldn't have believed it.
Listen, I can't have children. I've seen the doctors, I've been to the hospital. I can't have them.
Glenda, love, I'm sorry.